We all are bothered about greater things at workplace and do not pay attention to the small things that make a heavy difference in our lives. All of us have those finer details in our life which we ignore. Any idea about what those are? Three simple things, and we keep on ignoring them. Hi, I'm Samhita. I'm a leadership growth mentor, and I teach about on achieving unusual significance at workplace, utilizing an unusual method. So let us discuss what are those three things. Among so many things, we often ignore this thing, which I call as the first thing is culture. What makes a culture? Culture, let me write it down. Culture. So let it come to the screen. Here it is. Now, what do you understand when I say the culture? What is culture at workplace? What is culture as such? Don't you think that whatever way we carry our lives, that becomes a culture over a period of time? If a large number of people follow the same thing, then it becomes a culture. The same at office also. There is a large number of people following a certain kind of pattern, and because of that pattern, the work culture is defined. When a top person leaves workplace and somebody else joins, don't you think the culture shifts a little according to the values of the new person? So it is the values, the ethics, the integrity that we follow as a collective anywhere we are. Here I talk about workplaces, right? So if we follow as a collective the particular work ethics, the values, the systems, those becomes our culture ultimately. So each of us contribute towards that culture. So when we blame culture, our work culture, it is very bad. The nowadays the workplace has become very very toxic. When we say we are part of it, we are contributing towards it actively or inactively, directly or indirectly. If we are not contributing, not saying anything, also we are contributing, right? Today, somebody told here, posted in LinkedIn, that something very bad is going on in the office space, and the top management also is involved. What would you do? Whether you will leave the job, or you will sound a bell, or you will protest, you will resign, what you will do? So when it comes to such a situation, many of us think about leaving, right? Of course, if you are a small person who is not going to make any difference, your job will be at stake and you will be fired maybe under some kind of pretext, then you should leave. But if you have a method in which, in a positive manner, if you can explain to people, at least you can bring out. Suppose you are observing something very very bad, very very um, wrong thing, then you should at least say it, right? And ask for a reason, ask for an explanation as to why you should support that, right? At least this we can do. Maybe we have to um, keep quiet, but looking at our face, those people will not be again, uh, mm, like say, on their good senses. They will not be assuming that you are collaborating with them. So this becomes part of the culture. The second thing is connection, right? Let me write it down. Sorry, that was wrong. Connection is the second thing. What is a connection? Connection is about the, of course, the connected things that we do. It is a pattern. Connection is a pattern. It establishes a pattern. Connections between two things, connections between conversation, connections between people, collaboration happening at office space, everything is part of a connection, right? How we do, what is this also leads to power dynamics, is it also leads to our relevance at office space, change that it brings in. If there is a different equation happening between two people because of his external factor, because some external factor happens, because some influences come, because a senior person is leaving and another person is coming in, or because a person is leaving and somebody from us is taking over, that person gains power. So these are the connections happening at change. Because of change, certain connections are re-establishing themselves. This is the second thing, and this we need to keep an eye on, because these are the situations, circumstances when things usually go wrong. Somebody becomes very very powerful who is coming from a not very powerful situation. If that person is going to achieve a powerful situation because he has been in the system for long, and he is now calling the shots, so that actually leads to very very unhealthy situation. At some point we need to keep an eye on, and because most of the time, being the employees, we cannot do anything about it. We need to also express our non cooperation towards that. If each of us in India has learned about something or other about non cooperation, right? So it is a non cooperation thing towards not a person, but towards a system, a new system that is happening as a result of these connections. These connections will be strengthened if we are giving our passive support to such kind of arrangement. So, second is connection. The third thing is copy. Copy is the third thing. Copy, by copy, what I mean is it is notebooks. So, when you are discussing with somebody, of course, many offices, they want you to bring a notebook when you are speaking to a senior. That is what the culture is. So unless you are coming with a notebook, it is not called respect. So that culture should be removed, right? Because you are speaking to somebody, unless the person is giving you a direction. If you are on discussion with somebody, you are not supposed to have this copy, because it will divert your attention. And from, because in a discussion it is always two ways, right? Some person is speaking something and you are responding to it. If you are writing down everything the other person is saying, then you are not responding to that person. You are not in a position to respond to that person. When will you give yourself time to listen, then analyze, and then respond back? Because you are busy writing down whatever the person is saying. So, always, if that has been the culture, if you have seen this, that the moment there is a discussion happening, the two persons are together and one person is taking down notes, then it is a very, very disruptive culture, which is going to uh, bring very, very negative impact to the ultimate work situation in that particular organization. So this is an indicator which you should flag so that people can rectify within time. After something bad has happened, no use pointing it out. But it is a simple indicator of a disruptive atmosphere, a an atmosphere which is negative, right? So these are the three indicators, simple indicators at workplace, which needs to be which need to be um, recorded and responded to in a positive manner. Do something about it. Otherwise, there will be big changes, negative changes happening in everybody and in the workplace, which will contribute towards the toxicity in the workplace. Suppose this helps you, and if you like this video, then please like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And please remember to attend my Tuesday and Saturday webinars, wherein I resolve some of your workplace issues and also give some more tips. And also, you will get to learn what all services I provide. Thank you.